The most trending comic books in the world, and I am flabbergasted with some of the prices this week. I think some books you should straight up ignore, including number 10 on the list. Hit the subscribe button. We have All-Star Superman issue number 1, the AMC IMAX giveaway promotional comic book. This cover is by Dan Mora, one of the best interior and cover artists right now. He actually recently announced that he's going to be teaming up with Robert Kirkman on Transformers. He did World's Finest, which was one of the best DC comics coming out. This is a really cool thing, and it is kind of special. But they reused his cover. This cover was used on Crypto, Last Dog of Krypton issue number 1, the cover C open to order. So if you like this Dan Mora cover, you can get it for basically cover price. I do not think that this book is special enough to warrant the price hikes that it's achieving.
I think we can all agree on this next number on the list here. Number 9 is The Sandman, number 1. We're seeing this book on the list here this week because of the recent season 2 premiere on Netflix. Season 2 will be the final season of Sandman. That show is done now because of certain things that have happened with Neil Gaiman. Now's not the time to buy this book. This book will probably never get adapted again, at least not anytime soon, if it ever gets touched again. Right now, we are seeing a 122% increase in copies sold. And to me, it feels like people are probably just taking this opportunity to get rid of their books. And that's probably a better move right now than to try and pick it up right now. If you really, really just want Sandman number 1, get it at any other point in time than right now. Sandman number 1 used to be about $1,000 book. It was a pretty in-demand key, and now not so much. We're seeing about $350, right? 9.8, yeah, earlier this week hit $350. You definitely got to double check that number because it is a fraction of the heights this book has hit in the past.
Do yourself a solid. Download Key Collector Comics. Kotom 1-on-1. 2-week subscription. You support the show, but whatever. You already know that. If you haven't done the update yet, you are going to be shocked. This is a game changer. There should be more coverage on this. There is price guidance on Key Collector. There has been for a really long time. But now there is straight up a price freaking guide where you can see from all the different grade points, the graded price, the 90-day average, and the 30-day recent high. Yeah, you use GPA? Well, you don't anymore. You can just use Key Collector.
I actually didn't know about this. I have not updated my Key Collector app, so I will be doing that immediately after we finish recording this video.
Number 8 on the list is Teen Titans Annual number 2, the first appearance of The Vigilante. This is super affordable. $15 average sales, like high average, $166 for a recent CGC 9.8. And outside of John Cena, this right here is the breakout fan favorite, my favorite superhero, or vigilante if you would, from Peacemaker, which is one of my favorite superhero shows of all time. I put that right next to The Boys. And season 2 is gotta be, right? The next thing coming out from James Gunn?
I think so. It hit me this week. You know, now that Superman is out and done, technically, the next thing on the list, we've got Supergirl in about a year. We've got Lanterns being worked on right now, and Peacemaker season 2, I'm pretty sure, is next on deck.
Well, we're seeing a 400% increase in copies sold this week because there's going to be a Peacemaker thing happening over in San Diego for Comic-Con this year. They're calling it Peace Fest. And I think for good reason, right? We're probably going to see some updates.
Right. Probably no violence or anything because it says Peace Fest.
Exactly. And, you know, with Superman's debut this week, I don't want to get into any spoilers. I haven't seen it yet, so this is actually perfect. But Ryan has.
I saw it
now, the
last
first
night.
thing I want to ask you, Ryan, is without spoilers, I think Crypto is like the breakout, I would assume, attempt for a non-human to like be the star of the show, right? Well, for Fantastic Four, I'm assuming that it's going to be Herbie.
The trailers and marketing for Fantastic Four would have you believe. At least that's what the community seems to think. Here at number 7 on the list, next up, we're talking about Fantastic Four 209. This is the first appearance of Herbie the Robot. We're seeing a 150% increase in copies sold this week. $40 average sales, and a CGC 9.8 just hit $219. It kind of took me a minute to realize, but this movie is only 2 weeks away, and we are seeing a lot of increased promotional stuff for Fantastic Four. A lot of group shots of all 4 of them, but in a lot of those group shots, you got Herbie right there in front, so it's kind of like Fantastic Five. He seems to be kind of more of a main character than I might have been anticipating. I'm excited to see what sort of role he'll have. It seems like he's going to be a kind of comic relief-y sort of character, but also sad. One of the things we read made it sound like there was going to be maybe some like emotional stuff happening with Herbie. I'm not sure. I hope he's okay. I don't want anything to happen to that little guy.
Which brings us to number 6 on the list with Superman Unlimited issue number 1. This is the James Gunn variant. I bet a lot of you guys got this open to order book. It's hitting $6 average sales, but we're seeing $100 9.8s for a comic that anyone could have ordered and graded for $30 if you're sending in a bunch of stuff. I mean, That is not typically the price we see on a book like this. You would assume it being 50 or 60 bucks. I think this right here shows that, and I would love to know your thoughts about this. Superman's release, there was a lot of hype, but this is also the make or break moment. If Superman does poorly, well, a lot of these future projects are going to be put on the back burner or not happen at all. What do you think, Ryan? No spoilers, but you think there's more coming from James Gunn?
First of all, shout out to Dan Mora again, by the way. He's got two covers on this list for a good reason. Guy can draw pretty well. I haven't looked at any like box office numbers or anything yet, but I would be shocked at this point if this movie did not blow, this feels like it's going to be the best movie of the year. It's going to blow everything else out of the water, in my opinion. Like,
did you like it?
Financially, dude, yes. Come on. There was almost no instance in a world in which I did not like this movie. I definitely want to hear some of the negative opinions. I haven't heard a whole lot of bad feedback, but I want to get some. I want to talk about it. I want to discuss it with people. So I'll be checking the comments on this video when it comes out.
A 300% increase in copies sold this week. Is this James Gunn's first on-cover appearance in comic books? If you know of another one, let us know in the comment section below. I can't think of any myself.
Number 5 on the list, Superman number 680. This is a gorgeous Alex Ross cover featuring everyone's favorite dog, Crypto, on the front. No spoilers, Crypto was in the new Superman movie, as you may have seen, and he's awesome. Like, I want this book now. I never wanted this book before, and now I do. I don't even want a dog, and now I want a dog.
All right, well, we got a book hitting $40 averages, $140 for a recent CGC 9.8. I'm cutting you off here, Ryan, because I am part of the increase of 243%. I bought like 4 or 5 copies to be given away during San Diego Comic-Con, like in 2 weeks.
Full disclosure.
I thought it would be a good move.
Manipulating the market yet again. I see.
But you'll see why I got them, but I plan to give them away. So yeah, this is an increase. I'm sure there's a lot of other people who joined me in the purchase of this book, but I picked
pumping up the market yet again. Comic Tom.
I should have put in the very beginning of this video, Tom is manipulating the market. Maybe we'll put that in the title.
That's all right. I'm sure it'll be there somewhere.
But I always address it, Ryan.
Yes, you do. Clearly.
Right. Well, let us know if you own this book. Alex Ross is the GOAT. And this is all because Adventure Comics 210, first appearance of Crypto, is so pricey that people got to look elsewhere. And they're going to keep looking. Stay tuned. We have another book to talk about on this list.
All right. No more spoilers. No spoilers. Number 4 on the list, Justice League number 1. Justice League International number 1, right? Isn't that the subtitle?
From 1987. This
Correct.
Is Kevin Maguire, my friend.
Iconic cover. Guy Gardner right on the front, where he belongs, front and center. Guy Gardner's also in this movie. He did really good, by the way. No spoilers. No spoilers. I know. Anyway, we got Maxwell Lord in this book. Maxwell Lord is going to be in this new DC universe. He will be played by James Gunn's brother, Sean Gunn, who did all the motion capture for Rocket Raccoon back in the day.
I know that he is going to be in the DCU, but I do not know if he's going to be in the Superman movie because I haven't seen it yet. Ryan, don't say anything, but this is hitting $12 average sales, $127 for a CGC 9.8. This is one of the most iconic JLA runs of all time.
That's what I hear. It's one of the most iconic books I have not read yet. I'm very much looking forward to reading this book, especially after seeing this movie, because I've heard that they share a lot of kind of tone similarities too. So if that's the case, then I'm very much excited to crack into this run.
Did you see Kevin's post over on Instagram? I love that James Gunn is making sure to give as much credit as he can to the comic creators and like various Superman fans, by bringing them all in and just putting the camera on them. It's so cool to see Kevin Maguire standing next to James Gunn and Superman.
When they were filming it,
Sweat.
I remember seeing all of the street signs and stuff that they did, like Mark Wade Street or something. I remember seeing that when they were filming it, and I did catch a few of those in the actual movie too, and it's a nice little fun Easter egg treat. So yes, it is good to see them paying so much respect and love to all the comic creators who brought us here in the first place.
An increase in copies sold to 450%. Well, speaking of Kevin Maguire, we've told you about the mystery mail call this month being taken over by Bad Idea. Everybody's getting the Planet Death, Ryan Benjamin, ASM 300 homage. We have a color version and a sketch version. You're guaranteed one, not both, in every single box. But there's another book in there, and it's called Banana Number 1. And you can't get this on an LCS, nor any other retailer. Bad Idea has gifted the first printing of this book to exclusively be distributed in July's mystery mail call. This is the most exclusive we have ever got in our community.
Honestly, I stopped listening to whatever you were saying because I'm just so confused every time I see this banana book at our warehouse. I've been looking at it all week, and I want to open it and read it, but I really don't want to ruin the magic of whatever it might be about.
Well, you know what's on the interior?
Bananas.
Bananas drawn by Kevin Maguire.
That's why you brought this up.
That's right.
Okay.
He's the interior artist of Banana Number 1.
Bringing it all together.
So we have 2 different versions of this book. The first, which half the boxes will get, is our very first Mike Allred cover. Legend in the industry. not really somebody you can just get a variant cover from, but he did it for us for Banana number 1. So half the members get that. The other half, they get a homage to Spider-Man 1 McFarlane, the Torment cover.
Okay.
And you know, McFarlane's done, rather, that one issue has gone to print multiple times. You have like the second, the silver, the gold, the no price variant, right? There's even error versions of the book that exist. Yeah, we homaged every single one with the help of Raymond Gay. We have every version being homaged, including 2 one-of-ones that are literal error variants. Bad Idea went back to the press to mess up a page on 2 issues to make 2 one-of-ones to match every version of Torment.
That's extremely, extremely specific.
1 per box is Banana number 1. You either get Mike Allred or the Torment homage, and every box is a Planet Death. ComicTom.com. You better join up quick. We sold a lot of boxes today with the Bad Idea announcement. We are running out.
We did. He's not lying. He doesn't lie. I never lie. Let's get back to the list. I'm super excited about this one. This might be my favorite number on the entire list. Green Lantern made the list because Green Lantern was featured in the new Superman movie. I'm not going to shut up about this movie for quite a while. Green Lantern number 59, to be specific. This is the first appearance of Guy Gardner. $600 average sales. However, a 6.5, kind of middle of the road, just hit $349 earlier this month because, like we said, Guy Gardner is in this movie. We're seeing 317% increase in copies sold. Nathan Fillion killed it as Guy Gardner. I don't know if I'm authorized to disclose any further information.
That means a lot, dude, coming from you. This guy got a Green Lantern tattoo. Now, I have not seen the movie, as mentioned multiple times, but I did follow Nathan Fillion throughout this whole, filming over on Instagram.
All the interviews
posting,
and stuff, the press tour.
And the most recent one today, as of the day of this filming, he was posting like behind the scenes, waiting for them to call him to go do the acting. He's like, it's a hurry up and wait type of job. So he's like in his trailer, he's like, I'm practicing my lines. And he's like, not spoiling anything, but you can tell that he loves this character.
Oh, yeah.
He said this is a dream come true multiple times. So I think they picked a good person.
The
for
one
this.
thing you need to nail if you're going to bring Guy Gardner into live action, he's got to be a douche. They did it.
Have you hit the subscribe button yet? Because I want to tell you about number 2 on the list. This next book, we gave away on the show, by the way, was distributed with a box O dog treats. We have number 2 on the list, Superman, A Friendship Unleashed. This book is still hitting $60 average sales. But this is what I was telling you about being flabbergasted. I told the community that this book, because we actually got one on the show, it was just put into a box with another box of treats, and it was just in it. My copy was at best a VF that we gave away. Recent 9.8 sale. Are you ready, Ryan?
Probably not.
$1,009, July 2025.
Did yours come with like crumbs in it? Where they're like, how were they separated at all? Was the book polybagged? Like, is there
nothing?
Just treats, just crumbs and
a box of treats, and then the comic was over it, and then they double boxed
like a toy in a Lucky Charms box.
Yep.
I can't imagine there's any 9/8 that even made it to people. So the fact that there's one in that good a condition, it does make sense that somebody would pay a premium for something like that. And that cover art is unique to this book, unlike some of the other things we mentioned on the list.
You want to know something crazy I just thought of? This book at a 9.8 actually sells currently for more money than every other book on this list outside of the first appearance of Guy Gardner, which came out in 1965.
It's Green Lantern. That's why everyone loves Green Lantern so much.
Hit the like and subscribe. Let's talk about the number 1 most trending book in the world. It's All-Star Superman number 1, but the first printing, not number 10 on the list. And if you're going to get this book because of Superman, it makes sense. They literally gave a reprint of this away at AMC IMAX. Well, don't buy that one. Buy this one.
Or if you want to, there's all kinds of collected editions of this. I think they even put one out in the new compact, smaller, more affordable DC size that they've been doing a bunch of their most important books in. We're seeing $8 average sales for this book, which is probably a little over double cover price. I bet this was like a $3 book back in the day. You got to read this. You got to. This is one of the best Superman. This is the best. People would call this the best Superman book. It's not my favorite personally, but I do think this is probably the best Superman story that's ever been written, drawn. I didn't see a whole. I got to go back and read the book again. It's been a couple years. I'm a little rusty on it, but I don't remember the influence of it. Like, the book is about Superman is dying, right? Lex Luthor has successfully poisoned him, and over the course of 12 issues, he dies, I believe. Again, it's been a while since
Overexposure
I've
to the
read it.
sun.
Correct.
You know, doing a lot of really heroic stuff, knowing that his time's coming to an end.
Correct. It's kind
400
of somber and dark, and yeah, what would you say? 450% increase in copies sold this week because again, Superman just came out. It's a great book. It's a must read, but like that tone is kind of like it's a little foreboding and grim and sad because you know it's a ticking clock, sort of. You don't get that vibe so much in the movie. The movie's happy and up.
Well,
Looking up, as they say.
James Gunn has touted, and he's known for doing this, a lot of comics as like influence for the projects that he's been doing. And there was a handful of them for this particular movie, but this one right here was seen like in multiple pictures and interviews. And we know that he gave this out to the cast and said, you got to read this, you know, we're going to make this movie. This is what you read. So he was really loud about that.
Yeah.
And I think that's why this book has been so relevant as of late. And then, yeah, the week of release, now people are hunting it down because I assume they're either really excited to watch it or they have, and they're gearing up to watch it again. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Keep it spoiler free. I don't want it to be spoiled yet, but you got to watch this movie quick. I think that's what that means. And of course, as always,
Eat responsibly.
enough said. All right, it's the end of the video. And yo, we're recording really late. We had a really late shipment. A bunch of our San Diego Comic-Con books came in.
It's been a day.
It's been a freaking day. I'm in a freaking tank top. I forgot halfway through the recording. You get to see the guns today. All that to say, we didn't pick the giveaway winner for the Secret Wars issue number 1 that we're doing. So we're going to give you one more week to get that. And we're going to do a second giveaway next week, post trending show. We'll do the announcement for a JLA International number 1. So that's 2 books you can win. And all you have to do is go to comictom.com, put your phone number in for our SMS group, our text message group. And we promise that next week we will pick 2 winners and then we'll send you those books. We appreciate you.
Winners. Thank you all.
1, 2. Have a great week.